Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to review the Total Body Beginner Home Exercise Program. I'd first like to start off with our disclaimer. Of course, you should always consult with your doctor and your case manager to determine whether or not this particular handout is appropriate for you, and you should only be exercising on days that you're feeling well. Never engage in an exercise routine if you have an acute injury or you're feeling symptoms such as lightheadedness, dizziness, chest pain, or shortness of breath. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. What's the first thing that you're always going to do before you do your exercise program? Warm up, right? So I do have a dynamic warm-up video that can be modified and everything can be performed seated that I would highly recommend that you perform before you do this handout. Otherwise, you can just go for a short 5-minute walk to increase your body temperature and heart rate. We're going to go through all the major muscle groups in this program. I recommend that each exercise be performed 10 to 15 times. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate just 2 rounds through this circuit. Of course, you want to make sure that you're taking rest periods in between each exercise, but I have them ordered so that you can continuously move through the exercises at your own pace. So again, 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps on each exercise after you've performed some type of warm-up. So we can go ahead and get into it. The first exercise is going to be our sit to stand. You can perform this with or without the chair, but I highly recommend that you do start using a chair. If you do need assistance to begin, you're going to push out of your arms in order to successfully rise, keeping good posture. So you're going to inhale to return, inhale to begin, and then you're going to exhale to rise. Inhale to sit back down using your arms if you need to, and exhale to rise. 2. Without use of the arms, it will look something like this. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. If you've progressed, you might just touch the chair and then stand back up. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more for 10. And the last repetition here. Very good. Sit down in the chair and rest. I'm going to go ahead and move forward in demonstrating our next exercise, but take as much time as you need here. We're going to be doing a lawnmower pull or a bent over 1-arm row. Looks like you're starting a lawnmower. If you choose to have a little bit of stability here, you're just going to put one hand on the back of the chair or a stable surface at home. Step your opposite leg forward. You're going to hold the weight, sorry about that. Hand on the chair, same leg forward, step your opposite leg back, holding the dumbbell with your opposite hand. Notice that my back is flat here. Start by reaching the weight forward, inhale, and then exhale and pull the weight to your rib. Good. Inhale to reach, exhale to pull. Trying to squeeze that shoulder blade at the top. Inhale, exhale on the effort to pull. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And if you're not comfortable standing here, I'll go ahead and do the next side seated. So go ahead and switch hands, opposite foot forward. You're going to begin by reaching with a flat back. Exhale to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale to reach, exhale to pull. Keeping your chest puffed out, maintaining your flat back. 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Take a rest. Next, we're going to move on to a leg extension. You're seated tall in your chair. It's much easier if you're sitting all the way back into your chair with your back supported. Otherwise, challenge yourself and sit away from the seat back, but sit up nice and tall here. We're just going to kick one leg forward with your toe to the ceiling. Begin with an inhale, and then exhale to kick that toe up. Inhale down, exhale to kick. Inhale to lower, exhale to kick, squeezing this big muscle on the top of your leg. Inhale down, Exhale to extend. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. Again, sit up nice and tall, lengthen through your spine. Inhale to begin. Exhale to kick. Keeping that toe up towards the ceiling throughout this exercise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale down. Exhale on the effort. One more. Fantastic. So we're going to move into an upright row for the upper back and shoulders. If you don't have hand weights at home, you can even just use a water bottle or a can of soup, okay? So we're going to take both at the same time here. You can do this exercise seated, but I will perform it standing. Your palms face you, and you're leading this exercise with your elbows. You want to avoid shrugging, lifting your shoulders up to your ears. Start with an inhale, and then push your elbows out to the sides and bring your thumbs towards the front of the shoulders. Inhale down, hands stay shoulder width, elbows out, pull straight up. Good. Inhale down, exhale up. 5. Trying to squeeze your shoulder blades at the top of the move. 7. Keeping good posture throughout. One more for 10. Carefully set your implements down, and then we're going to move on to a standing balance exercise. If you're unsteady, please do this one seated. It's a simple marching exercise where you lift one knee up and down. This would be your seated modification. Otherwise, you're standing up, facing a stable surface, lifting your knee. If you'd like to challenge your balance, turn sideways, hold with one hand. If you feel comfortable using no hands, make sure there is a stable object nearby for you to grab onto should you lose balance. I'm going to stay here for now to demonstrate the first side. So begin with an inhale, lifting your inside knee as you exhale. Keeping good posture. Exhale up. Keeping your toe up towards the ceiling. Try to avoid leaning out towards the side. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rest here if you need to. We're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. Again, you're going to be more steady if you hold on with two hands. Start with your inhale. Exhale to lift. Lifting that knee as high as you can, as long as it's pain-free. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Take a seat and rest if you need to. We're going to move on to the next exercise. Again, you can always perform these upper body exercises seated. You might not even use dumbbells, cans of soup, or water bottles. You might just do these with your own body weight initially. We're going to do a bicep curl. If you are standing, start with good posture. Your feet should be hip width apart. This time your palms face you. Your elbows are glued into your sides, and you're going to pull your hands up towards your shoulders. Inhale to begin. Exhale on the effort to bicep curl. Nice and slow on the way down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Keep that going. Nice and slow. Always under control. 6. Exhale up. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Very good. You can set those objects aside. Notice how we're going back and forth between upper and lower body activities, okay? We're going to move on to a heel raise. Again, you can always modify here and do these seated. Just as the exercise title indicates, you're just going to lift your heels up and down nice and slow, pushing against the floor in order to create space between the floor and your heels. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this one standing. We're going to inhale to begin and exhale to pick up those heels as high as you can. Exhale to lift. Inhale to come down nice and slow. 3, 4, 5. Maintaining perfect posture. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. So we can go ahead and grab that object that you were using prior to, and we're going to move on to a tricep kickback. You can perform this one seated as well. Much like the lawnmower pull or row, you're going to start leaning forward slightly, either holding onto a stable object if you're standing, or just sit down and rest your elbow on the knee. Start by pulling your elbow in to your rib, keeping it glued into your side, and you're just going to extend your arms straight. Notice how my upper arm is not moving. Kick back, bend your elbow to 90. Exhale, kick back. Inhale to resume. Exhale, kick back. Inhale to return to a 90-degree bend. I believe we're on 8, 9, and 10. Good. Take a rest. I'm going to go ahead and perform the other side seated. Okay? So leaning forward slightly. You want to scoot to the very edge of the chair if the chair does have an arm so that you're free to move here. Elbow bent to 90. Exhale, kick back. Inhale, return. Exhale, kick back. Inhale, bend the elbow. Very good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Take a rest. We're going to move on to a hip extension exercise. It's going to be performed standing. Start with good posture. Hold on with both hands. Your leg is completely straight. You're going to start with your toe on the floor behind you, and then without leaning forward, you're going to do the very best you can to lift your straight leg back. Like you're a graceful dancer. You're trying to use the back of the leg in order to pick up that toe off the floor. 5, and just do the very best you can with this. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a rest. We're going to get ready to perform the next side. Point that toe behind you. Fully extend the leg and move at your hip to exhale and lift the toe. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Terrific. Again, you can return to your chair to perform the next upper body exercise seated. Otherwise, stay standing. Grab your soup cans, water bottles, or hand weights. This time, we're going to move forward into a side lateral raise for the shoulders. We're just lifting out to the sides all the way up to shoulder height. Begin with an inhale, and then exhale to lift only to shoulder height, and then come back down nice and slow. Exhale up. Inhale down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I notice that my hands are cut off here, but I'm using my phone. So let's just get one more. Lift to shoulder height, come back down, and rest. We have 2 more exercises on the list. If you decide to perform the next one seated, you're actually just going to provide some resistance by pushing your hands on the outside of your knees and then just pushing one knee to the outside to work the outside of your hip. Otherwise, you're going to perform this standing, always maintaining good posture. And we're actually going to be lifting that leg out to the side without dumping your shoulders in the opposite direction. Begin with your inhale, and then exhale to lift to the side. Inhale down, exhale to lift. Very good. 3, feeling the outside of that hip working. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and rest if you need to. We will perform the same thing on the other side again. Maintaining perfect posture. Avoiding leaning over. Stand nice and tall. Inhale to begin and exhale to lift. Good. 2, keep that moving toe pointing straight ahead throughout the exercise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Terrific. Let's take a seat for the next one. You can also perform this standing. We're going to work the obliques on your sides, also known as the love handles. You're going to start reaching your hands out in front of you. The further away from your body that you reach, the more challenging this is. You can hold an object here, but I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate with my own body weight. So begin with an inhale, and then turn your rib cage to reach your hands across. Inhale. Exhale to reach across. Inhale. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to do the other side. Same thing. Begin with your inhale. Exhale to rotate. Good. Inhale. Exhale to twist only from your belly button up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Terrific. So that concludes the handout. If you would like to rewind and perform this 2 or even 3 rounds through, go right ahead. But if you are complete with your program at this point, you want to make sure that you're cooling down with some gentle stretching. I will go ahead and post a gentle stretching video on our YouTube channel, and we'll go ahead and link that below, but I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.